So this is part 2 of the Emotional Body podcast with myself, Lady Colleen Heller, and Kaci Gurl Duke. We split this up into 2 parts because there was a lot of information in the first half, and now we're going into the second half. The second half continues from the first understandings, but this one also comes with some how-tos to understand more about mindset and emotional bodies and what to-dos about mindset and emotional bodies. The thing that's really important is that we understand that we have various systems inside ourselves to give us great health care, great self-care, and understanding them is the whole reason why the Now Reality podcast came to being. Imparting information, perspectives, ideas, visioning, just kind of looking at things in a different way and maybe understanding ourselves a lot better at the end through simplicity. So I hope you enjoy this podcast, and please feel free to like, comment, and share, and offer any titles you would like for us to speak on. Thank you so much. Please enjoy the podcast in progress.
I just said that a minute ago.
Yeah.
I just think in my own life experiences, talking to my husband this morning, people have different, wherever we are in the United States and Europe, all over the world, tropics, all of that. It's just like, you know, you're here, we're here, you're there. That's the whole concept of the pathways and the tiers and where we're leading and what are you showing, what are you not showing.
Yeah. It's just the amount of tears I can produce listening to a marching band is always surprising. I know I'm going to cry, so I know I'm going to. And I don't care if I do. But it's like it's so deeply overwhelming, and I have this feeling, it's almost like euphoria internally from the bands. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so great. I love it so much. Pouring tears down my face. Why? I don't know why it's marching bands. I just know it is. I was a cheerleader and captain of the cheerleading school and basketball school. All
There's your why. You're remembering your days at high school.
But we didn't have any great band. Let me tell you so much. We did not. We were brand new school. We had high school days. I never got upset over the band.
Yeah. Happy days.
Yeah.
Bonds. We won't go there. So let's go to the next.
We won't go there. Go ahead.
Has culture created negative thoughts about crying that we cannot self-heal?
Say it again, because I didn't hear all the words.
Has culture created negative thoughts about crying that we cannot self-heal?
So it goes back to the same thing of being told not to cry, being told to go to your room and you're supposed to struggle. You aren't supposed to be a baby. You're supposed to be a man, go sit down. Child should be seen and not heard. All of this repression is cultural.
Yeah.
You didn't come into this world like that. You came into this world going, ew, it's so exciting. And then someone told you to stop that. And then they keep telling you to stop that. And so your emotional body takes the hit for it.
Well, and before we lead in this next question, I think it leads into even like I'm a female or girl. I still think of be strong. You got to be quiet. Kids don't show emotions or all like that. And I think I know myself. I hold a lot of my crying. I should tears more than I should release more.
I don't think you cried much when I met you. I think you cry more now.
I cry more now, but I still should cry more than I do.
And the fact that you're conscious about that means that when the next time comes, you'll let more out. And the truth, Kaci, is we don't want to really look at what's causing the crying. Some of that is scary and some of that is unfixable in our minds. But we don't have to fix it. We just have to let it seep out so there's more room for quality of health. We just have to let it happen. We don't have to re-experience anything. That took me forever. You have to be in a certain mindset to understand that you don't have to relive things to move them. That is actually the opposite. What happens is when you relive things, you repack. You
You don't
repack
want to do
it.
that. Yeah.
And the only way to not do that is to say, this happened. I got it. I don't know how many times I have to keep getting it. I've got it, but I have to let go of the emotion of it, you know? And so when you finally are strong enough in your mindset and your gut's working for you, your emotional body gets a chance, because emotional body isn't first on the list. For us, it's mind, gut, and then if you even know there's an emotional body, you may accept it. Now I'm saying it's crucial to accept the emotional body. It's crucial to honor, respect, and allow it to heal. And the best way for it to do that is, number one, tears. Let them flow. That's the number one thing. Number two, action. You need action. You need to dance, sing, run in the rain, jump on the ground, trampoline, exercise. Even if you're not, I'm sorry, even if you're on the computer all the time, which we are mostly, there are still things you can stand up and just do in one place that's going to change your entire mode of operandi. You will feel better in existence because you got up and moved. We are taught to get it done, do more, succeed more, go, go, go. But we're not taught to stop and breathe, because life's just as important when you do that as if you keep packing on all the stress and anxiety, right?
Yeah, sure. All right, so go slowly now. If you stop the emotional release of tears, it can only be forced deeper into the body. All our responses in life would then have a backload of sadness undiscovered due to no escape.
Yeah, so disease, or dis-ease, I like to call it. I coined that phrase like 35 years ago, dis-ease. Everyone said, oh, you're spelling it wrong. I said, no, I'm spelling it the way I want you to understand it. Dis-ease causes
Mhm.
your body to eventually go into disease. All that packing, all that stress, anxiety, fears, horrors, betrayals, whatever it may be, all the negative things you swallow if you don't let it out. It has no place else to go but down, in, and then it'll push you out. You know, I know that weight loss is a huge issue, not just in America, everywhere. And if you spend a week with somebody, like I have clients come to me and I'm watching them and I'm seeing what they're doing, their bodies are expanding outward because they're packing more emotion into it, and the body will respond. Your body's intelligent. If it
Mhm.
needs room for you to live, it will do whatever it takes to do that. Eventually it will turn into death, so you don't want to
Yeah.
get to that point. So when you feel that you're hungry, not hungry, you want to eat, but you're not hungry, but you want to eat, you want to chew, you want to, the action, you want the action. Yeah, that your body is trying to get something out, trying to release. Perhaps get up and do some jumping jacks and then see, because it could very well be, like, I love the trampoline, 10 minutes a day. You are letting go of all the lymphatic system, all the nerves go, and the joy of jumping, expanding the lungs, all of that makes a huge change in how you respond to your everyday. And your emotional body gets a chance to have a reprieve. Your gut's busy doing what it's supposed to be doing. Your brain's just worried about you staying on the trampoline. It's you can't do more than one thing at a time, but that's what it's focused on. You get a kind of like this euphoric feeling of you're doing something great for yourself, and then your body's going to do something great for you. And that's how I feel it's important to have action in order to make changes. And it can be like dancing. Put on a video and belly dance, put on any kind of music. And I think also not having music in your life on the daily is a big, big mistake. That everyone should be listening to music through the day. Keep it on in the
Listening.
background, dance with it, say, oh, I'm going to pump it up. Every day, you should have music going through your system, going through your place, changing the vibratory field of where you are. Your thoughts expand. If you're having a bad day, the entire place is going to have a bad day. So music is going to break that bubble. It's really important to think that way.
Yeah, because you're singing, you're dancing, you're feeling and emotions and um, all that to do things, which, as you said, disease, which goes back to what are some of the symptoms of stuck emotion?
Well, stomach aches, headaches,
Mhm.
earaches, can't breathe, back aches, feeling like someone punched you in the back, Your legs get heavy. You feel like it's hard to walk. You get up to walk and it's like, oh my God, my legs just aren't working today. Yeah, not necessarily from sitting. These are all signs of stuck emotion. Your ankles, when you walk, you'll feel like, oh, my ankles feel a little bit not straight. I'm not as sturdy as I should be. How come I'm walking a little off? All of these things are signs of stuck emotion.
Which, yeah. And now if people pay attention, then, like, we've learned from all that. And this is what we are bringing up before, earlier, is how has our upbringing limited us in our self-healing? And is what we have been taught known to hinder us from self-healing?
Well, science is proving that now. That's a good thing about me and my ideas is I like science. I want science to tell me, I'll tell you this is what I think and feel and how I've experienced it through life and through clients. But then science will come up and say, hey, we now know. It's like, great. They proved what I knew already, so I can say it more readily to more of the population. And science has already proven that that's the truth.
Yeah. So then that leads into kind of our ending is what can we do to help ourselves?
Well, the most important thing to do is to stop letting your emotional reactions overreact by catching them. When they seem like you're overreacting, just stop. Just say, I'm overreacting. Take a breath, close your mouth, go out of the room, or turn around or do something to break that immediately. That's the first thing you do to help yourself.
So I think back to some of my therapy stuff with our son. Stop, think, relax. Stop, think about it, and relax into it, and then you'll be surprised.
So for me, pause is good because you're not going to stop the whole like, oh, we're stopped now, do something else.
No, but
Yeah.
with when we've talked about mental health in the past, for some of it, it's just being that clear. You can say pause, and it'll be like pause. That was why.
Yeah. So pause. I wouldn't say think so much as feel. So for me, it would be pause and stop. Feel, let yourself feel it. Where is it? Feel it. And then action. I
Mhm.
think that order would work for me based on what I know. That would include mental health and physical health and spiritual health.
Yeah. And that goes back to what I had brought forth is like from part of my past that like thoughts, all our thoughts lead to our feelings that lead to our actions.
Yeah,
You think
absolutely.
about it.
Yeah, everything you do that causes an action is based on a reaction to whatever your mind hears or your body understands through emotion. That's the facts.
So there's any examples you want to give to that? So how they can shift it and change it for themselves when they catch
Well,
them?
let's say your mind, let's use your mind because you know I loved your memories like so much. Let's say your mind is going round and round and round and round and round, and you finally realize you're thinking only negative thoughts, which honestly, everyone, you are. You're not thinking positive thoughts in your mind all day. No, you're thinking, why did I say that? Why did she do that? How do I get this? How can I be more successful? I don't have enough money. You're never thinking, I am so lucky to be here. I'm so grateful I can breathe. I'm so happy that I have friends. I'm so grateful I can buy dinner tonight. You're not thinking that at all. You have to choose to think that. But your mind is like a huge computer recorded. And in the recording, the negative thoughts go round and round and round. And what do they cause? Stress, anxiety, and emotional piling, right? There is this mantra or prayer, and it's called, I named it, it's got another name, but I call it Dear Memories because it's easy for us to know.
Isn't it
So
with the, yeah.
yeah, so Dear Memories, people have usually used the last four lines of it. I've always taught it all together. And so we're going to do it now. I'll do it and you repeat it, okay, Kaci, so that they can
All
hear.
right.
Okay. Dear Memories, your turn.
Replaying in my mind.
With gratitude
I let you go.
for you,
And for me,
I'm sorry.
please forgive me.
Thank you.
I love you.
So what does that mean? Dear memories is what's replaying, that replaying in my mind. Dear memories, replaying in my mind, that's those negative thoughts, right?
Yep.
You have to be grateful that you even have thoughts. You have to be grateful you have a mind that circles these things. So you're grateful with gratitude. I let you go. It has to stop. I'm done with the negative thoughts for you, because aren't you tired of replaying that? I bet you are.
And for
And for
me.
me, because I don't want to talk about that anymore. And then go ahead, Case.
For you and for me, please forgive me so I can give myself peace.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, so you're letting it go. And then I love you because you're supposed to be giving yourself love first, which I'm always working on.
But when you say it out loud in your own voice, it is the new thing that repeats in your mind. I love you. I love you. I
And
love
if so, you got to say it 3 times out loud and in different voices sometimes. You can go into that.
The
That
best
even
thing
heals
to,
more.
yeah, the best thing to do to get this to really work for you is to do it 3 times and in different voices. So if I say, dear memories, replaying in my mind with gratitude, I let you go for you and for me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
love you.
I love you.
And then deeper, dear memories. What's happening is the vibratory field in your body is being addressed. You are actually stimulating a whole change through sound, sound healing, self-healing, through this mantra. So 3 times with different tones each. And at the end, when you say, I love you, now you've heard it 3 times at the ending, and you're now going to start replaying it more deeply and through different variations of vibrations through your body, so that let's say you have an issue that comes up right when you're done, it will shift out very quickly without even tears.
There you go. And then think about just typing it out or putting it on a post-it and put it in your house so you see it.
Or putting on the front of your phone, so you're always seeing
Yeah.
it, like you did for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the quickest way to make a change. So I'm going to give you a breathing pattern as well that makes a quick change where you don't have to remember words. But I do suggest that if you're going to really work on yourself and your emotional body, you repeat this mantra, which we just did. The other thing is this breathing technique that will actually stop your mind. It won't replace your mind like Dear Memories does with I love you, but it will stop your mind. And this is how you do it. You breathe in very deeply, and then you breathe in a short one, filling up even more. And then out through your mouth, you hum. All the way out until you have nothing left. And then you do it again. You inhale, inhale, and you hum out. Until you have nothing left, and you keep going till you absolutely have nothing left. Third time, inhaling, inhaling again, and out it goes. And open your mouth and let it out. When you're out of there at the bottom, you say to yourself, I wonder what I will think of next.
Think about, I wonder what I'll think of next.
And nothing happens. You will draw, I promise you, you will draw a blank. Nothing will be there. And then you get up and do something fun. Do something fun. Make yourself laugh. Do something excitingly joyful, and your whole day will shift from that one simple 3-breath exercise. I promise you there'll be a huge change, and you'll be shocked. It works every time. So
There you go.
those are your how-tos for today. No meditation, but a couple good how-tos.
All right.
So I thought it was a good podcast. What do you think, Case?
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it.
Yeah, she's getting more used to it now, guys. He's going to give Casey a round of applause.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, thank you very much for listening to us. This is the Now Reality podcast with Lady Colleen Heller and guest. And today, again, the guest was
Kaci Gurl Duke.
Kaci Gurl Duke. The next podcast will be approximately 7 days. We're not sure. And I kind of there's lots of titles that we can use, and we're going to keep using the ones we like. But if you do have anything that you're interested in talking about, maybe abstract, maybe you think no one's going to get it, I will. I promise me. I will. I promise you. Promise me. I promise you. I will get it. And we will talk about it because, life is interesting and humanity has got so many facets. The more we learn about that, the better we are as humans. So I'm all in favor of that. So please,
Amen.
amen. Please join us again, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.